guys, I'm at the little food pantry at right across the street from my house. You can see this is a little thing that somebody at the church constructed, and they have this sign on here, not to, not to take everything, but that's what everybody does. So people have quit putting as much food in here. But anyway, this is what I've stuck over here today. These were some dresses I got rid of. A lot of this I decluttered on the channel, so it's stuff you've already seen. I am just now getting it over here. Some notebooks that I decluttered. There's some ants crawling around in here. There's so many ants in my house. Yesterday I had a horrible ant issue in my kitchen. It was crazy. But anyway, one of the dresses I mentioned had a hole in it, so I just wrapped a little note up in there saying this would be good for crafting, but it does have a hole and the material is thinning. So you can see that these shelves are empty. They don't really stock as much as they used to because people were just coming over here and stealing the food. And when I'm saying stealing, they would just drive by and wipe the entire thing out at once. So this stuff is cheaper brands, obviously. Like the Great Value is probably okay, but some of this stuff, I've never even heard of these brands, and it's probably fine, but I think this is how picky people are, and they just don't want it for whatever reason. But I just wanted to show you the little mini thing, the food pantry, where I come dump my stuff off, and so I just walk it across the street. I don't even have to drive over here, and I just bring a little at a time. All right, you guys have a great day. Hey guys, I wanted to show y'all Ranger's eye. Hopefully you're not a queasy type person. It's not terrible. It's looking a little better. Just for reference, this is the normal eye. Well, he doesn't want you to see his normal eye. Let's look at your normal eye. You can kind of see face on, like it's a bluish color. Sorry, he doesn't want to be on camera apparently. It's kind of a bluish color. Anyway, Ranger, look at mommy. So he doesn't want to look at us. Maybe we'll just look at Jasper. I don't have any makeup on, so we're not going to look at me. Anyway, he's gone to the regular vet a couple times, and he wasn't getting anywhere with it. And it turns out, I told the regular vet, I said, yeah, I was trying to treat him at home, and my vet's used to me. I treat everything at home pretty much first, unless I think someone's dying. I'll just show you Jasper. He's sleeping. Hey, Jasper. Well, he was sleeping. So anyway, hey, Jasper. Maybe I'll go outside and look at the birds. Well, they may not come around now because I'm sitting here. We'll sit here and see what happens. Anyway, Ranger's been to the regular vet twice. I tried to treat him at home for about a week and a half. It was better, but it wasn't going away. And then when I was looking back at our medications, this has gone on every year for about 3 years in a row because I was looking back at his meds, and it's like, wait a second, right eye, put this in his right eye 7 to 10 days, and this has gone on 3 years in a row. So I was telling the vet, I said, this is not a new thing. Seems like it goes on every year, but it's usually just some sort of infection or a wound or something. Apparently they can get an ulcer. Here comes a bird. Apparently they can get an ulcer or a wound or something, according to the specialist, when they're older. Like, he wouldn't have to actually run into anything to have a wound. Well, he went to that one, then he left. Anyway, we'll just keep looking at it, see what happens. So it's, because I said, I don't really see how he could keep getting a wound. I mean, he's with me all the time. He's an indoor dog, and now he does go out in the yard and run around, but I would think it'd be a little weird for him to run into something 3 years in a row. It just seems weird. And he would have had to have done it while he was outside in the yard. It wouldn't be when he was with me on a walk, because I would kind of know if he had run into something. And it's not happening in the house. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So the specialist actually said it can just kind of, I guess because he's an older dog, he's probably around 12, and we don't know exactly, but she said it could just kind of happen to an older dog on its own. And I'm like, okay, well, that makes more sense than him just randomly running into something outside, because he's not we used to have a pug, and their eyes were just huge, and they do randomly run into stuff, but he has little bitty eye. Well, it keeps running off. Maybe they're at this other one. We can look at this one and see what's happening. Look at that one for a minute. Yeah, there is one over there. There they are. They're over there. I'm talking, and they don't want to hear me, I guess. They usually will come around if I sit here. I'm sitting in a red chair, and a lot of times if I have on red clothes, red chair, they'll come right up to me. So anyway, totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, so anyway, I finally had to take him to the specialist. It's, of course, way more expensive. She starts bringing up surgery, and she says, and she kind of has a sheepish look on her face, and I'm like, yeah, I guess so, because my vet can do surgery for $500 or less, most likely. And she said, yeah, it'll be like $1,700 to $2,000. And I said, look, he's 12 or 13 years old, and our dogs don't live that long because we just have all of ours are rescues. All of our pets are rescues. They just don't live a long time. These street cats don't have long lives. You know, they have a lot of autoimmune issues. There's just always issues here with these pets. When they show up, a lot of times they're sick and need help. And we just feel like my dad thinks I'm crazy, but I'm like, well, I just feel like the Lord brings them here. And I did rescue Ranger on purpose, but he had heartworms when we got him, even though he was supposed to be cleared of heartworms, which that can happen. I feel like that would only happen to us, though, you know. So anyway, when she said that, I was like, I said, I'm not. That's a lot of money, and when it's not it's not life-threatening. It's just an eye issue that's causing him some discomfort. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just gonna talk to my vet about it and just see what he says. This is real fuzzy. I'm gonna come back just a little bit. There's my sunshine flag that my neighbor gave me. She's so sweet to bring that to me, and it says sunshine on it. It's so cute. I've been putting it in my intro. Anyway, this is a long story. I was trying to make this very short, but just a long story to just please pray for us. I really don't want to put him through a surgery if I don't have to. Now, with my vet, I totally trust my vet, and I realize this lady's a specialist, but my vet has done gobs of surgeries. He is a big-time surgeon. That's what he does. He has surgery days 2 days a week. He's done this for years and years. There's woodpeckers up in the tree. I don't know if you can see them. I keep seeing the dad who keeps feeding one of the juvenile woodpeckers. It's very cute. Oh, they're coming. Wait. They're coming over here. Okay, there's the juvenile. Right there. I don't know where the dad went. Maybe he's at the feeder. Oh, did she just leave? Oh, man. I don't know where they went. I wanted to show y'all them feeding that. Anyway, it's very sweet. The dad gets up there and feeds the juvenile. Okay, well, anyway, we'll go back to the hummingbirds because I don't know where he went. So, focus in and out. There we go. I don't think they're doing anything right now. Yeah, so anyway, just pray for us. We still have the situation with Sunshine. We probably spend, and keep in mind, we have many, many pets. So we have a new stray cat that we had to heal up. That one we can't even get to the vet. It took, months to heal that cat up. We can't even get him into a carrier. We'd have to trap him, which we didn't really want to do. We wanted to, because we don't want him to be terrified of us. But we've had a lot of issues. But we did finally get him healed up ourselves without getting intervention, which was fine with me. It was cheaper that way, obviously. Didn't have to pay a penny for it. We already had the meds on hand. So we got him healed up. But this is an ongoing thing where we'll have a sick pet show up. We feel like we need to deal with it. We feel sorry for him. And my dad's like, I don't know why you keep doing this. I'm like, because, Dad, I feel like, what is wrong with you? You didn't teach me to be that way. You didn't teach me to just not care about a sick animal that just shows up on your doorstep. What are we supposed to do? We're just supposed to shoot it or something and just not care? I don't know. That's just not us. It's just not the way. We're just not. I'm going to start crying, but we're not programmed that way. We're just not, and we just can't watch something suffer this way. So these birds are up here now. We just can't do it. I can't. And Spencer's really soft-hearted. We just can't do it. So anyway, Sunshine's bills are probably about $100 a month, and that doesn't include if I had to take her to the vet. So, like, I took her this week to get her checked out. Her numbers are actually better than you would hope. But she's still anemic. No matter what we do to her, she's still anemic. Oh, they left. These birds, they're so ridiculous. Anyway, she's anemic no matter what we do. She's on 2 medications, and she's still anemic. So it's like, it's about $70 or $80 a month just for the meds. And it's just a lot. And then for somebody to say your dog needs a $2,000 surgery and it's not a life-threatening situation, it's like, are you serious? But it's because it's a specialist, and because my vet was telling me, they were taken over by some corporation, and that's why the prices are absolutely ridiculous. So like I said, if he can figure out what the surgery is, if these drops we're using don't work, now they're surrounding me. They're all over the place. If the drops don't work, he can probably figure out from her report what to do himself. And I would, for $500 or $600, I would let him do it. But anyway, just pray that the drop, it's 2 different drops. One's a very strong antibiotic, one's a steroid, stronger antibiotic than what he was giving me, basically. So the specialist gave him a different antibiotic, stronger, and also a different, stronger steroid. So it's 2 drops. One's twice a day, one's 3 times a day. So if we can just get this straightened out, and she said he might need to stay on the steroid drop, which is fine. We'll do that, no problem. But I just would like to not do the surgery. Which, I mean, especially not a $2,000 surgery, because that's, to me, it's ridiculous. If my vet can do it for $500 or whatever, he hadn't said exactly, but he's never charged me no $1,000 even for a surgery, so come on. So anyway, I talked about this longer than I meant to, but Sunshine is better. I mean, she's kind of better than I thought, actually. Her test results were not her test results were not as bad as I kind of thought they would be, but she does have lots of numbers that are high and lots of numbers that are low, so it's not perfect. But her hematocrit, which is what he's specifically looking at, usually he does the whole CBC, but he's really looking at her hematocrit, and it's really good. It's very high, so that's good. I mean, not high, it's high normal. So anyway, that's where we want her to be. So anyway, thanks for listening. I just thought I would piece together a little video today, just a quick update on those 2. And as soon as I move the camera, they leave. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch them doing something, but they just keep leaving. All right, you guys, I'll see what else I can piece together for today, or this may be it. I'm not sure. I'm going to piece together the thing that I went to the little place where I drop off stuff, and I showed you what am I trying to say? I showed you how I was dropping it off at the little food pantries. What I'm trying to say, I can't even talk. All right, well, at least you got a pretty view of the sky. It's very nice out today. It's much nicer. Talk to you soon.